Menu narration option is set to off.
Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the football team on Monday night.
Spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington football team. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times? End zone with the receiver.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Tannehill. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to put the football away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they got him right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. On play action, Fields. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd down at 4. At the Titans' 34-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Barkley again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his 6th The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The numbers for Woods last week: 4 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown. And boy, this Burgundy and Gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Flush to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go! Let's go! They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on it, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Sly on for the extra point.
3
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Smallwood on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Rolling to his left. And he will find his man Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
41. Check 41. 6-man. Check girl.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes. It goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jones. And the seconds in the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go, man.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Washington. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Smallwood on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walters. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Tennessee. They'll run on first down. Walters. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a final recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Smallwood on the return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked up and said, applaud.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff say, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 4. 30, what's the mic? I got it. 30, what's the mic? Coming in.
Again, Tannehill. Open man, wk8. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this era, fellas. This is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game,
well, now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Smallwood on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
let's go. Now, this game was decided a while ago. That completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Westbrook-Akine, 54 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones. 43 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And you wonder now if he might be able to touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Oh, we cleaned it up.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Time to go to work. Let's
the sack
go.
recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jones, 35 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out come the Titans now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On first down, it's Tannehill. And the catch made by Walters. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't fit in. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Walters. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Gibson. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,